Okay, we are live.
Okay.
All right. Hello,
Hey.
everyone. How are you doing? Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay, but we are here. So just to introduce myself for those who are new to the group, right, or have not seen any of our lives for the past few weeks. My name is Kiko Scarborough, and I am one of the dynamic building coaches along with Mary Fitzgerald. We've been partnered together for the last few years, and we are here as two coaches who help new entrepreneurs start and create their and launch their
And
online
launch.
and their online course. So, just a little bit about us. We met each other at a conference, a marketing conference a few years ago. We met a few other ladies. We got together, we started masterminding, and then it was just Mary and we
Mhm.
continued on with the relationship and started building this business together. So, Mary?
Mhm. Yeah. So, yeah, Mary Fitzgerald here, and been in my own business pretty much my whole adult life, and just love the idea of helping people to sort of take their business online or take their expertise, knowledge, passion, experience, whatever, put it into something that can not only be valuable for other people, but be valuable for themselves, create autonomy in your lives, and bring in some extra cash, right? Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. So, today we're going to talk about how to create your course, right?
Mhm.
Almost tech free. Okay. It has to
Almost.
be some kind
Almost.
of tech in there, right? But what we found is that a lot of our audience, a lot of our clients are not technically savvy. So it took us a while to perfect the course that we created, our signature course. We also want to teach you, or we're going to talk about those components that you need in order for you to create your course, right? So we're going to get started. We're talking about what is your superpower, right? So we're going to talk about superpower because it's very important to know what that is and identify what that superpower is. Now, it definitely could be something that people always come to you for, right? Someone who always say that you're so good at this, you should make a business out of that, right? And you
Mhm.
never really thought about it, and it's something that you're passionate about, that you love doing. You could get up every day and no one will have to even pay you to do it because that's how much you love to do it. That is your superpower. Now, a lot of people think that what they've been doing for years and years and years, whether you have a career at a corporation or you've been doing things on the side, to make let's just side hustle, that's their superpower. That's probably part of it, but
Mhm.
what makes it great is that you love it. You have to love it. You have to have passion for it. That's just like teachers that teaches students, right? They
Mhm.
have a passion for it. They have a knack for it. And you can see when a teacher really, really cares about their students and really wants them to learn. You can see it in their eyes. They
Mhm.
glow when they talk to their kids. I know that when my son's teacher speaks to me, how excited she gets about when my son is doing great or he needs to improve or whatever. She gets excited and then she gives us the extra tools that we need to help him in whatever area he needs help in. So this is why we want to create a course, right? Because of
Mhm.
our superpower. It's something that people come to you and say, oh, I wish I knew how to do that, but that's just not my thing. Now you somebody how to do
Sorry.
it, right? You can teach someone how to do what you do, who wants to learn what you do. So, what is that thing that people come to you and say that, oh, I love that you do this, you do it so well. What is the thing that someone had complimented you on at your job, friends, family, co-workers, and you do it so well, right? So you're going to take that list and you're going to write it down. And then you're going to compare it to your list. What are the things that you love to do? What is the thing that you're
Mhm.
great at? What is it that makes you happy and makes you sing every day? that, you know, I could teach the world this because I know I have it in me and I can teach someone how to do that. And you match that up with what everybody else tell you, and then you have like your zone of genius, right? You connect your zone of genius by, you know, comparing those things. So that is your superpower plus more, but we can't get into everything today on this live, right? But Mary's going to talk about the next step.
Yeah, so basically, once you know what your superpower is, you kind of want to decide like then what do you want to teach? Like what's the niche you're going to go and talk to, right? And there's three big giant niches like health, wealth, relationships, but they're too big. They're too big for small businesses like ours to be able to focus on because they're so big that you'll get lost in the woods, basically. So you need to narrow it down, right? So we always say like nail down that niche, right? And you take that big niche, say it's like wealth, and that's too big of a niche. So okay, so I want to help people um, become financially free. That's still a little too big, right? So how do you want to help them do that? Narrow it down again. Well, I want to help them flip houses, right? So I'm going to teach people how to flip houses so they can become financially free. And you can probably even narrow it down more than that, but that's much more narrow than the whole wealth niche is. So you want to choose like what niche you want to bring your superpower to. And then, of course, you want to be able to validate that, right? Because, like Tico said, you not only have to be good at it, right? But sometimes we're good at stuff like Tico said, but it's not your passion. You know, you might be good at your job, but it's what you were trained in, and maybe you like taking X-rays, but it's not really your passion, right? So you want to be good at it, you want to love it, and then you want to make sure that there's a market for it. So you want to validate that niche, and the way we teach to do that is several ways, but the big ways are like using the big search engines like Google. So you type in, like let's type in flipping houses, um, how to flip, like if you start typing that into Google, you'll see what comes out: how to flip houses in New Jersey, how to flip houses for money, how to flip blah blah, right? So you'll see like things start to populate, and then you'll know, okay, so people are asking this question because people are always talking into Google, and they're asking those exact questions, and that's gold. Those exact words are gold for you as you're going to market later on. And you can do the same thing in other platforms. You can do it in YouTube. You can see if there's any books in Amazon. You can see if there's anything in, uh, of course, Facebook. You want to see if there's any groups on Facebook or Instagram. Are there any, platforms in Instagram? Any, what do they call them in Instagram? I forget. Pages on Instagram, and is there anything in a place? The special one that we love is called Answer the Public. You can type in that your phrase or your term, your word, and it will show you everything that people are asking for, exact words, and how actually the how many times somebody's asking for it. So like what's the most common thing they're asking for? What's the least common? And it's just pure gold because you can use that not only in your marketing, but in answering the questions in your course, right? So you want to know your niche and you want to validate it. And then, of course, you want to know, who am I going to serve? Like, who's that exact person I'm going to serve? And that would be your ideal client. And I'll let Tikus talk about that.
So definitely you want to know who you want to serve, who you're marketing to. That's very important. So if you already have a business, right, you already know who your ideal client is. And if you don't, then I highly suggest that you do create that perfect client avatar. So I just want to just say, close your eyes, right, and think about who your dream perfect client is for your potential online course. And I want you to imagine having 100 of those perfect clients that is going to buy into your online course, right? That wants your course. Because when we create a business or manifest something, we should write the vision and make it plain, right? That goes for your client as well. Doesn't matter what you're doing, what you're selling, what product, what service it is, you have to create a vision, a perfect client avatar for your business, service, or whatever it is that you're selling. So for your course, who is this perfect client of yours? Who are these 100 people or more that's going to buy into your online course, right? Who is it for? Is it for a woman? Is it for a man? And if it is either one of those, you have to give that person a name. What is her name? Is it Sarah? Right? Sarah is 35 years old. Sarah is single. She has two children. She has a boy and a girl. They twins. She's single and was divorced, right? It When you're building your ideal client, you're thinking about this ideal client buying into your course, right? Now, I did want you guys, I know that you may have a question and say, well, what if I have multiple clients? That's okay. But when you're starting your online course, you have to create one, because you have to focus on one niche market, one niche perfect client, the niche market that you're going to do. So if it's for single women, then it has to be specifically for single women. So when you are marketing to that single woman, then you have to speak their language. What is keeping Sarah up at night? What is her spending habits? What does she like to read? What is her pain points and what is her desires, right? um how does she dress? Where does she live? Right? These are all things that are very important that you need to ask yourself when you create your perfect client avatar. And Mary and I put our clients through a very extensive session when it comes to that, because we are really serious about that.
Mhm.
And that is part of marketing. That is definitely part of marketing. And if you don't have the marketing strategy and you don't know who you're talking to, then you're not going to be able to sell your online course. So that's why that's very important. So we
Mhm.
go through another session as well, which a lot of our clients got the aha moment in that. But of course,
Mhm.
you will have to buy into our course in
Mhm.
order for you to get that information and go through that process. But
Mhm.
when you're building your ideal client avatar, you have to know who he or she is. And once you have answered everything possibly, like you knew how you know this person, think of it as your business bestie. Like if your best friend, you know everything about your best friend, right? You know what gets her upset. You know what keeps her up at night. You know the tone of her voice. You know when she calls and she have that certain tone. Oh, what's the matter? I can hear it in your voice, right? Or oh my God, I know that something has happened. What happened? I hear that happy voice. That's how you have to know who your perfect client avatar is. It's so important when it comes to marketing. So when we talk about like where your perfect client avatar live, that's important for marketing, right? Because you need to know where you're going to market at. It could be people in Australia that you're
Mhm.
marketing to. It could be
Mhm.
people in the US, wherever it is. But it's very important to know who you're marketing to and where at, right? And the age and what's bothering them, what's keeping them up at night, so that your online course is going to provide the solution to their problem. So that is basically,
Mhm.
knowing who your perfect client avatar is.
Mhm.
Mary?
Yeah, well, and exactly, you just kind of like led into that with the solution to their problem, because once you know your avatar and you know their pain points, then you're going to know what their desires are, right? Because usually the opposite side of the pain is the desire, right, or the pleasure. So when you know what the problem is, what's keeping them up at night, what they're frustrated about, what they wish they could change, once you know that, then you know the result that they want at the other side, and it's just like the whole thing about, people don't want to buy, necessarily buy a lawnmower. They just want a nice lawn, right? They want their lawn to look nice. And people don't necessarily want to buy your course, but they want the result that they're going to get because they took your course. And that's what you want to focus on, is that result. That And don't make them like, I'm going to change everything for this person. You're not, because what's going to happen is, and we learned this from experience. Okay, so this is the voice of experience. Um, you're going to get overwhelmed, and they're going to not finish, and that's the last thing you want once they're not finished, to get them that result. So make one promise, right? Give them that one big promise, that one big result that you're going to get them, and then take them to the path on how to get there. And we go into like creating your one sentence for success, which is like the little mini blueprint of your business. And we go into and we talk about the customer journey and how you take them from point A to point B and what you do with that information, how you create modules out of it, how you create content out of it. Definitely too much to cover in like 15 minutes online here, but it's so valuable. But at the same time, so easy. We have this down now where we can teach you how to create an online course so easy. It's not rocket science. It's not this long, torturous thing. It's really fun. And like Tika said, you're going to have an aha moment. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, like I understand now. This is really simple. And once you do that, and once you get it created, you're going to be like, oh, I mean, I waited years for this. Or, I've had this on my mind. I've had this on my heart for 5 years, and now it's done. So those are the basic things of what you need to get your course started. But we also like to talk about how you can do it like for free, right? Besides the course, but the technology is easy and free. And I said, like my mother's 88, and if she wanted to, she knows enough about the technology, and she's not that technological, but she knows enough about the technology that she could create an online course. So, Tikwa, you want to jump in there?
Yes. So let's talk about that free part, right? The tech part, almost tech. So if you're someone who is not really technically savvy, that's okay. So just like Mary talked about her mom, right? She knows enough. You just have to know enough. You're on Facebook now, right? So you was able to get on Facebook. You was able to create your profile.
That's one.
Exactly. You definitely got a phone, right? You have a phone. So all these tools that we have that we pay for, right? Why don't you use it in the best way that you can? Utilize the tools that you have. Now, we all have a computer. If we don't have a computer, we have a iPad or some kind of tablet, right? So that's all these are all the things that you can use in order for you to create that course. Now, if you have the software, the Microsoft Suite, or if you have Google, you have Google Docs, you have Google Spreadsheet, you got Google Slides, and guess what, guys? It's all free, correct? It's free. So you can create a course using your free technology that you already have, okay, without buying all the expensive stuff that people who are already making six figures and above, all right? They started out like this, and now they can pay people to do things for them. But when you're starting and want to create and launch your first course, you are just going to use the tools that you already have. Now, I mentioned Facebook, right? You have a profile. If you have a profile, guess what? You can create a group, and you can make that group private. And once you make that group private, you can invite people to your course, and we'll show you how to do all that stuff in our course. We'll show you everything from A to Z on how to do that. We did put a link. I put a link in the comments where actually some of the things that we talked about here, not the technical part of it. I think maybe we do have the technical part in that way. Yeah, I think we do for the workshop. So what in that workshop, you're gonna get pieces of what to expect in the course. Of course, we couldn't give you everything because the course is 6 weeks long. So at the end of that workshop, there is going to be an offer to our course to help you launch your first course, right? So we'll show you all those things to do. You have a Facebook, you got Google, you got a phone, you got a tablet. Zoom is another platform that is for free, right? We always highly recommend that when you do your course, and this is something that Mary and I had to perfect.
Yes.
By the time we first did our 21-day, it exhausted our clients. We overwhelmed them so much, gave them so much food that they was about to explode. Okay. We learned over time to perfect this course to help you. And it was them, the founding members, the founding clients that helped us to give feedback to us to perfect the course that we have now, our signature course. And that's how we're going to teach you how to do your course, right? It's by running it as a beta. Right. So Mary, you want to talk about that piece?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we're gonna skip the whole overwhelm piece. And as Tikwa said, you're going to use technology you already have, but not only technology that you already have, but technology that you already know, that you're familiar with. It's the Zoom we all know now, right? Everyone in the world pretty much knows Zoom now. Word or Google or PowerPoint, or you know how to use your phone, and the only other thing you really need is a way to accept payment. And that can be now, even that is so easy right now. But PayPal could be the number one thing because everyone in the world pretty much knows PayPal. And we just, in fact, it's cool because we just actually had somebody from, I think it was Argentina, right? So, you know, you can use PayPal because everyone in the world knows it. You can use Stripe. You can use Venmo. You can use good old fashioned check if you want. It doesn't really matter. You just need a way to accept payment. That's all. So those are the only things you need, right? And then we're going to encourage you to do a beta. So why beta? I think was sort of just started to because betas allow you to pivot. They allow you to change, in an instant. Really, it's the difference between trying to make a large like tanker ship on the ocean, trying to turn that, and it takes forever to turn. Right? We're in a speedboat. You can turn just boop, 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 just like that. So you want to have that flexibility, and the beta gives you that. Because if you take, let's say you have a goal to do a course. I'm going to do it. And we know this because we did this. Don't do this. Sit down. I'm going to spend a year. I'm going to video everything, make every PowerPoint perfect, make every little thing, every dot, every T, everything beautiful. Put it out there. Crickets. You hear nothing. So we don't want that to happen for you. Okay. And we want you to be able to change. Like Tikwa said, we learned so much from those founding members because they were saying, they taught us like what we thought maybe was important. They said, not really. Like, I didn't really need that. I'm like, wow, you're right. You really didn't need that. Okay, scratch that one off. Here's something easy. Oh my gosh, I don't know how to do this. Okay, what we thought was easy was not easy. So it's like we learned so much from them, and then we perfected what we did, and then now we can solidify it, right? So later on down the line, you want to do that, but the beta allows you the opportunity for the interaction, the give and take. You're going to learn from them. They're going to learn from you. The benefit to them is that it's really like having not one-on-one, but a small group coaching, because that's how we encourage you to do it. So guess what? Now you have an online course and a coaching, right? So it's like could be two different things. And of course, you want to have somewhere to take them next, right? So if somebody goes through your beta course, I promise you're going to get this question. And this is like the magical question. What else do you have? Or can I do more with you? Can I learn more from you? Then you are on the right track and you did a great job. And that's the golden question. So you want to have what's going next. We'll teach you all that. That's not an issue. But the beta is simple. We're not going to complicate it. And trust me, I can complicate things, right? I am like queen of complicating. But this, we're going to simplify. And we have, like I said, we have the easy button to create your online course. And the most amazing thing is how it feels afterwards. Like when we see like our clients that just like, like, whoa, I'm done. I did it. I can't believe it. I had this in my mind for 5 years and now it's done and launched. Never mind just done, right? Launch, because our goal is to help you launch like by the end of January. Right, Tikwa?
Yes. We love the yoo-hoo! We love it. Mary and I actually went as far as meeting with them, some of our clients in person because they was local, and got everything done. We was like, you know what? Meet us at this location. We're going to get everything done and finished. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's something that we offer too if you are local as well.
Mm-hmm.
The whole weekend, we can have your course done, ready, and you're ready to launch. That's another option that we give our clients as well. But it's a great feeling to launch. And then not only that, you don't have to spend one dime when you launch because you are launching without paying for anything,
Yeah.
right? All you're doing is inviting people to your course, right?
Mhm.
And you're getting paid already for your course. So you made money for all the
Mhm.
work that you have done up until the launch, right?
Right.
That is a great feeling. One of our clients launched her course, and she made $1,000 from her beta course.
Mhm.
Okay, so and now she's able to run that over and over again and pay it for the price that it is worth, right? So the
Mhm.
beta, you're not going to charge them what you would charge them, later on, but just to
Mhm.
get them in there, because that's what we learned, and that's how we do all our courses. That is
Mhm.
how we perfect them. It's learning and getting the feedback from our clients, and that's how we're going to teach you how to do it as well.
Mhm.
So there is a link in the comments. Please go ahead and feel free to sign up for the workshop. It comes with a beautiful workbook for you
Yeah.
to go along with it, just to get you started, getting your
Yeah.
juices flowing, and then
Right.
when you're ready, just invest into the course so that we can get this started, get this moving. And the best of all, the best thing, everything that we're doing right now, we're
Mhm.
showing you how
That's right.
you're going to get yours done. So if you invest, then you're going to see the whole thing
Mhm.
in play, right? So go ahead and just sign up for the workshop. And just so you know, we do have a special that we extended from the Black Friday and
Mhm.
Cyber Monday. We extended it for just, was it today?
To Sunday.
To
Mhm.
Sunday. We extended to Sunday. So you're actually getting $100
It's
off
there.
of um, the regular price that we have for the course.
And
So
we also, if you, even if that's because we know it's Christmas time, you can split it into two payments
mhm,
as well. So we're trying to help everybody so they can start the new year. Boom, let's go. Get
exactly.
it done.
Exactly. We want people to launch. We definitely do. And in the group for the course, we also want to offer a weekly or bi-weekly office hours. So if you have any questions during those weeks that you are doing that, you could just get on a call with us and ask those questions. And then we have a
Mhm.
Facebook group, like we already mentioned, right? A Facebook group where you can ask your questions or anything like that, and we'll definitely jump in there. You have both Mary and I, either one of us or even both of us will put our input in it and show you. And sometimes we'll probably come on and show you live, how to do it in the Facebook group. All right.
Yeah.
So that is it for tonight. I hope that you did enjoy what we spoke about and you learned something from this, that you
Mhm.
can launch your course, your online course, um, almost tech free,
Almost.
and right, and without spending a penny. So we did
Mhm.
promise that, and we delivered. And
Mhm.
hopefully you took some notes and you signed up for the workshop.
Yeah,
Mary, you have anything else
absolutely.
to say?
Yeah, no, that's perfect. Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you for joining us live, or if you joining us on the replay,
Mhm.
please leave a comment and let us know that hashtag replay that you listen to this video, and then also let us know where you're tuning in from, because we love to uh,
Mhm.
network with people around the world. We have
Absolutely.
some people in our group that's from different countries, so it's a wonderful thing to know that we are able to reach people in
Yeah,
another
it's fun,
country. So
exciting.
exactly. All
Mhm.
right, guys. Have a blessed one and good night.
Bye.